Hello on Facebook. I am Dr. Chuck Tingle, and I'm here to read my story. It was written live on the Big Time Show at midnight, and when I read it, maybe it will make you know love is real. So that is a good way. And but please understand that my son John normally edits my book, so this is first draft, and it was written in a fast way, but I think it proves love. So I will read the story now. The title is Pounded by the Poultice, I Wish Tingler I Will Write, by Dr. Chuck Tingle. Okay. As a man from Billings, I never thought I would get the call to be on a big-time show. I am mostly humble buck that walks around town thinking, dang, it would be cool to be famous in City of Devils. But I never knew that was not my way. It is my way to walk into a store and maybe make a brownie if they have a dang brownie mix, and maybe make some spaghetti. Maybe even if they have roast beef, I would make a roast beef sandwich. My name is Dr. Bork Bindle, and I am a struggling author at the end of his rope, frustrated with this dang place, even though I don't think I could do more. That is until I get called from cool guys down in Hollywood. Ring ring on my dang phone, rings making me sit up, take notice like hawks on a dog. What the heck is that, I say. Phone keeps ringing, guess I should answer now, and it's not going anywhere, go figure. So then I answer the phone, and I think about how it could be anyone on the dang line. It could be Tom's Cruise, star of Guys on a Plane, and Guys on a Plane 2. This time it's a motorcycle. So then I say, who could this be? Could this be Tom's Cruise? Are you going to make me pay, or are you going to make me pay a dang bill? It's probably a big bill, probably $100, maybe more. And the man on the phone says, Bork, this is producer of a big-time show in Hollywood. We are called At Noon. Suddenly alarms are going off like nobody's business. Got me thinking, maybe this ticket out of town, maybe now I can be a big-timer and ride a motorcycle too. Maybe this dang motorcycle will be so handsome. So I say, yes, this is my name of Bork Bindle. How have you heard of my way? Did you get the script I sent to the big city of my play? It is named, Yes, This Is Your Life, the story of the man who learned himself. Producer at the time show says, no, this is not the play. That sounds good, though, but actually we read one of your books that you published online. This is suddenly a scary way, and I think about how I'm a secret man most of the time, because my books are to make buds hard and to learn their bodies in a normal way, with traditional horseplay or light trotting. So then I say, how did you know this was me? And our producer laughs to himself, like in a good chuckle. It makes you think he knows a mischievous way. Oh, we have our sources. And Big Time Hollywood, we know everything. What do you want? I ask as a concerned man. We like your stories, and we would like you to come on our Big Time show. And I want it live for our audience, and then all the people at home, the producer tells me. Yeah, I try not to get too dang excited, because I'm used to going to the store asking for roast beef, and there is none left. And this is a metaphor for my way as a normal man. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and other times there is no roast beef. Are you serious, I ask? Bruce says, yes, a serious way. We want you to come fly down here on a big time show tomorrow. And then as man name of Bork Bindle, I say, I'll see you tomorrow. I arrive at the studio, ready to go, and ready to show the world that I am a big time, not just some lonesome man with no roast beef. I show them when the lonesome train calls, I do not listen. I show up and the door knock hard once or twice, and then 3 times. Hello, I call out, I'm here for the big show. I am here to prove love. And then suddenly there is walking inside, and the door swings open. I expect to see handsome producer that I heard on the phone, but instead there was a strange flowing collection of words swirling in the air. And immediately I recognized him as that dang pole. I sent in the manifestation of choices that were given at the beginning of the show. Oh, hey, I stammer because I'm a little taken off guard. I think, well, this is a handsome pole. I'm Jorbo Leibs, the pole introduces himself. And you must be a writer I've heard so much about. My heart is pounding the heck out of my body, and I'm so scared I say the next words, and I'm wondering what they will be. And sometimes as a frightened man, I forget what to say. And sometimes as an aroused man, I forget as well. And now I am wondering which one it is. I have never been with a sentient concept before, but this dang pole is so handsome. And I think, well, maybe this is my new way. Come on in, we are waiting inside. We are to get our results, Pole tells me. As I come close to handsome pole, name of Jorbo Leibs, I can see that their numbers are, and they're counting higher. These are their votes that I've been hearing about. And we walk down hallway, a big time studio. I try my best go look at what kind of live book I will be writing. I'm peeking at the poll results before they go live. Now I can see some of the options are not doing too hot while others are locking up, buddy. I can see you checking out my poll numbers. Jorbo tells me, catching me off guard. I thought I was being a dang secret agent. Guess not. You like what you see, Jorbo continues. I realize now that the handsome pole is hitting on me, and this is an unmistakable truth. There is no denying now that this handsome living pole is hot to trot for my way as a struggling author. And at this moment, I finally get a good look at the subjects being polled and realize suddenly they are not books at all, but instead are deviant sexual acts. So far, a double pound town is lowest result, and with pounded in about by my handsome living pole taking lead by large margin. Now, how long until the polls close, I ask, just to reach the dressing room. They just did, Jorbo tells me, grabbing me around the waist and pulling me into the dressing room. Suddenly me and the handsome pole are kissing hard on the lips. Our bodies pushing together as we learn one another in a truly important way. We are becoming one, man and pole, kissing like we have never kissed before. Therefore I know that I am consumed with arousal, my whole body trembling with desire for sentient results of my handsome pole. I can't believe that is happening, I tell Pole. Can't believe I found someone who understands me so completely. I knew the second I read your books, Jorbo Leibs says. And then the fact that I won the poll just seals the dang deal. We are meant to be together. And overwhelmed with desire, I drop the heck down to my knees and unzip the pants of my handsome pole, gazing up at his muscular body of swirling online words. Seconds later, the pole's massive, this is blanked out. I will say it. Can I say the bad word on Facebook? The word, word is name of cock. Seconds later, the pole's massive cock springs forth. It is so dang big. I said, oh heck, that's a big cock. I can't even believe this way. And it is sexy. So then I open my mouth and swallow his dick, and I move my head up and down his length. Makes me feel like a million dang bucks. And then I take him all the way down so my face is pressed up against his hard pole abs. The abs of the pole are very sexy and hard. His constant change of votes causes a ripped bod. And now I'm doing deep throat. And this is when I'm sucking his dang dong. And then all the way down my neck, it fills the whole thing. I cannot even breathe it this way, but that's okay, because it's a very advanced sex position of buds. It requires a lot of trust of buds, and I understand now that I will have that with my handsome pole, name of Jorbo Leibs. Yes, hold in, and then we finish our sucking, and I fall backwards and turn around in a doggy-style position. This is a famous position, first made famous by dogs, then made famous by cowboys or pirates or anyone who likes adventure. So then I point my butt as a handsome pole, and I pull down my shorts. I wiggle my butt from side to side in a cute and tempting way, as if to say, hey bud, you like what you see? Do you like the way my butt looks? The handsome pole climbs down into position behind me and puts his schlong up against the rim of my butt. I would like to say I do not normally use schlong as a word, but that was a request. And now it is in canon. Waiting for the moment, waiting just for a moment so he can surprise me for fun. And then he pushes inward and I yell, what the heck, that is the best feeling of a dong in my butthole. And then he says, do you like when I'm pounding in the butt as your handsome pole? And I say, heck yes, I love it when you pound me in the butt as my handsome pole. So now we are pounding each other and learning each other's bodies and it made me feel like such an important man. And I realize now that when I went to the store and thought there was no roast beef, it was only because it was not my fault. It was just because there was no dang roast beef at the store. Now we are in love. Now I realize that it is time for us both to come, because that's how we feel, and that's the way our story ends after all. So we are pounding so hard, I start to feel like I'm going to have a big-time orgasm. I'm going to come when you are pounding me in the butt, I tell my handsome pole results. I'm going to come while you come, says handsome pole. Now we are orgasming hard, and it makes me feel like I'm floating outside my body, like I'm part of a flying man on an invisible plane. And so then we suddenly collapse into a heap as two new buckaroos our ways learned. As we realize that love is real for a bud and a bud, or a bud and a lady, or even a bud and a handsome pole. All love is real. I can't believe I was just a man in a small town who wrote stories, and now I'm a man in a big town who writes stories, I say. Yes, it's crazy how things work out, says handsome pole. If love is real for us, it must be real for everyone, I tell him. Did you ever doubt it, says Jorbo Leaves. I shake my dang head like it's full of rocks. I always knew it, but sometimes it helps to prove this way. Sometimes prove love is real and you need to do it for yourself. And in a way, it might seem a little strange or weird or crazy, but that's okay. I think I love you, says my handsome living pole. I know I love you, I tell him hard as rocks. The end.